All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Hey, high 7.
Rock 57. No chance. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Tighten up.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jim, hey, seam 6, seam 6.
16's coming, check Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Womack looking downfield for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Joe, Jackrabbit, come on.
Operating from the gun. Womack. He's going to loft one. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the double.
41's the Mike. Here we go, D.
Big grip.
On first down, Hart. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw. Womack, incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
What we got? What we got? Let's go.
Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on third down. Hart escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
What can we do? 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check it out.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there by Gordon. 45 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Morrison. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, guys.
Hey, Orville. Yep.
Hey, watch out. Check right, 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he's forced out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run it here with Gordon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
64, weak.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
13 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 1st down. Hard. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
15-1.
On 1st and 10. Hart. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Go!
They begin the drive with a grab with Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking to throw. Womack. They'll run the screen with Mack. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Womack into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Mike is 59.
Greystone, travel. Bravo. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Womack. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 6-6. Pull it high.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Womack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, look at me. Zipper.
Throwing to start the drive. Hart going underneath for Gordon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hart. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Womack. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
To throw on second down. Womack nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They complete it to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. On first down, Womack nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now.
To throw on third down. Hart. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
61, matchbox light.
Ricky. Shit.
Go.
Back to throw. Hart got Gordon open, completes it. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Ready.
Check 41. We didn't want this.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Hard. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Single slot.
On 3rd down, Hart looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Womack. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
You ready?
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Womack. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Throwing on first down. Womack. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
You got nothing. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Check, 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 check.
Smooth.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is hit it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
At the 41-yard
Check back 16.
line.
Check back 16. Go on. Come on, D. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check the go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Womack. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McPherson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Mike 57. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Womack. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Mack, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. 70, Indy. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Womack. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. Womack. He completes this one to Mack. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there by Gordon. 72 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
And they take a knee. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, But once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.